morning.
Morning.
We're at the
Freetown.
Freetown Historical Society Museum. It's north of Fall River, Massachusetts. It's a very old town. We're going to learn about it now. Not exactly active around here, though, hey?
Looks like there might be some cool buildings, though.
Yeah, some cool buildings.
A church.
A couple of sculptures, maybe a old
store.
Old store and a schoolhouse, maybe. So we're going to check it out. They got a modern building. It's got a museum entrance, and we're going to head there now. We're going to take you along. Here we go. That's long enough.
Looks real.
Does look real.
Dishes, big spinning wheel back there. I love the quilts.
It was reconstructed from the original fireplace. That's the original fireplace, woodwork and flooring out of the house. Furniture, some of the furniture is original, but most of it's not.
That's a fireplace. Probably almost stand up in there.
This was originally on South Main Street, and the gas company bought the land and offered the houses to the town. So they took, I guess, the innards. It's the original floor. Look at these boards.
I know, nice wide ones.
Show them on the camera. Look at these things. Wow. I thought ours were fancy. They're not tongue and groove though.
Nice and wide. Nice wide board.
Nice old-fashioned knick-knack shelf.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
What do you call that? Auto
Hutch.
Hutch.
I don't know if they were called hutches in those days.
We supposed to know what those are.
Take your boots off.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Step on one end and you put off with the other.
Oh wow.
Could use that with my knee hurting.
No kidding, right? I can use that every day.
Nice
Look
old.
at this old-fashioned. Did you get this?
Yeah, it's old.
Wow.
Candle stand. Pretty lamp.
Very pretty. Very old.
Now hiring volunteers.
You get a picture of that for that email, right?
I did.
Museum at Gmail.
I did. Man of the Mountain. I think that's what it's called.
I thought that was the
What is that called?
where we used to go here.
Right, Dighton Rock.
Dighton Rock. Yeah. It fell now, you know.
Did it fall?
Yeah, it's not even a face anymore.
Official seal.
This is built in South Dartmouth, this ship.
Origin of the town seal. Oh, Profile Rock, that's what it's called.
Profile rock, yes. I've been racking my brain ever since you asked.
And that, you sure that one's fallen too?
Yes.
Not just the Man of the Mountain.
Part of the face.
Man of the Mountain is fallen, not that.
No, that too.
That too?
Profile rock is falling too. They said on the news the other day.
See, you need a big sign like that. For Mike.
Yeah. And I need to buy diesel on the tanks too. Hey, what is this instrument?
Big old
Oh,
beautiful.
look, an old-fashioned record player. Wow, look at that. That's like you see in the movies.
That beautiful hall lamp. Hall tree. What is it?
Look at that.
Oh, look at the musical instruments. Wow, that's an old one. I've never seen one like that before.
Big tool from 1910, 1920 era.
Wow, that's beautiful. It's all decorated too. I've never seen one like that before.
That's fancy.
What's the music on it? It's a record.
A Dream, whatever the song is.
This is a Thomas Edison cylinder record player. Cylinder records.
Wow.
Restored in 1988.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's actually the record right there.
Oh, wow.
Edison Records, and that's the record.
That's cool.
That's really cool. Oh, it's a whaling ship, Retribution. Built in South Dartmouth, backwards towards home.
In the 1950s. Donated by a guy named Charles Cornell.
Yeah, same last name. Oh, so this actual model was built there, not the actual boat.
No.
The model. Quite the model, though. Got like everything in it.
Pretty intricate, boy. It's even got
The
all the
wells and everything.
all the little tools and everything. See the little tools that they speared the fish with?
Yeah.
Look at even the little paddles in the boats.
Very cool. That's what you call attention to detail. Oh, look over here. Look over here. Anytime you see a gold star on an item anywhere in the museum building, you're spotted one of the first 50 artifacts. Oh, the stars are the first 50s. So there's a couple stars in that room.
One of the first 50 artifacts donated.
What is this? One of the Reinhagen, and that's what I was looking to see.
That's pretty much what Nanny had.
That's Nanny's desk, right?
Yeah.
Little actual shop,
Pencil shop.
pencil sharpener.
Yeah, she had to work it by hand.
Going to see if there's any Gifford, Jane Gifford, Mother Goose. Is there any Reinhagens in that? RCA radio, early 1930s. Quite the thing.
It's pretty much like the Walters was using.
Yeah.
All the Walters were sitting around something very similar to that when we were watching TV on that.
Banjo clock, yep. It's a pretty, it's a nice little clock too. Some little radios. Look at that for phone.
Right?
Real old fashioned.
Bet you
Victor
that's a
table
loud bell,
radio,
though. I bet you that's a really loud
1930s.
bell.
What's that?
Bet
Real
you-
loud?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's a picture of like the actual town.
Oh, wow, look at that. Wow.
Beautiful old organ. Reed Organ Society Quarterly.
That's an
Mason,
organ?
yeah.
I thought it was the
Organ, no more.
Oh, wow, look.
Yeah, all the little buttons full. Look at that, it's actually got rug on the pedals.
Yeah, so your feet don't slip or something?
No, it's just fancy. What's this one over here?
It's another organ.
Sweet organ. Balance on the silence. Oh, is that just a piece? It must be just be a part of it, or is that just a
It's
base and couple of-
plays by reeds. See the reeds in
That's what
there?
this is, though, too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually this. It's just without the rest of the.
Oh,
Pieces to it.
oh, I get it. Oh, that's the guts. Oh, I see.
1850. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, there's the base end of the coupler. All the reeds and stuff.
Very cool.
That man looks familiar. I bet he's a Macumber.
It does look familiar.
Yeah. That's him. That's the man we just talked to.
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell him that we're doing YouTube? Oh, what's that?
No asking, don't tell is the main policy.
Well, you probably can tell people. They're proud to have you.
Maybe, but don't ask, don't tell. When I send an email, they'll be, hey, look at this.
Look in the window while we're taping. I just gotta check this hose in a second.
Wait, who's texting you? Uh-huh.
at the pretty. Look at all the stuff in here too.
And then you got somebody that's coming down 79, going towards Fall River, taking a left, and there's somebody coming down the hill, and they stop where the U sign is, and say, go ahead, come on.
Oh, that is the worst. If they would just do what they, like when we have the, set the printing press up.
Now that Terry, I wonder if that's Melissa and Kim's dad. Named Terry.
No wonder.
Something Terry. I never met him. But look at all the old bottles. Really cool old bottle collection. Oh, casket plates. Oh man, that's what they actually put. Oh, they actually had plates like that back in the day.
It's a paint scraper in Vernon.
What is that?
Paint scraper.
Oh, look, it's like
Works by
Pressurized.
uses gasoline.
oh gasoline. Ooh, those shoes. Brass key rings. I don't see those too much anymore. Oh, it's from the keys from the old state, from that old
Oh yeah.
War of a steamship line. The old-fashioned marbles. Ah. Oh, the clay marbles.
Wow.
Ah. Very cool. Look at the old whistle.
Wow.
Exactly.
Girl Scouts actually should learn how to do embroidery. Dr. Briggs office hours, 8 to 10 a.m.
Very old fashioned.
Oh, look at the light bulbs. Wow. Huh. And do you know what those things are?
No.
They're from the railroads. They used to be, I think they used them as, I don't know if they were candles, but they were lanterns, pieces of lanterns from the,
Oh yeah.
old medicine.
Here's the old fashioned saw that my father used to use.
For what, like cut, you mean?
Yeah, he used to burn it right off. He'd open it up and burn it and drip it hot right onto you.
Flaxseed used for poultices.
He would burn it and drip it hot right onto your boo
Well,
boo.
that's what I remember Nanny doing that.
It would work though.
Those neti pots, I suppose.
It hurt like hell when it went on, probably.
Old-fashioned neti pot, but that's what it is. An ear trumpet. There you go. Get that for you. So many neat things.
Did you see the pine needle basket? I love that.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that is pretty. You would never
Isn't
know that's
that
just from
gorgeous?
a pine needle. Wow. Gorgeous.
Those are- yeah.
Southern pine needle bound with tree root fiber. Wow. Beautiful.
Did you know about Davis Guns here in, okay, these are Davis Guns. There was a factory on Water Street right across from where the inn was. And, yeah, they made...
They actually made the guns here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Did you know Noreen Davis here in town?
I didn't know a lot of people. No.
Okay. Paul and Rick would tell you more. I'll get them, but this one is not a Davis gun. This was given to us about 2 or 3 years ago by somebody from East Freetown, and we've had someone come in and look at it and say, yep, that's what it looks like. Every town was gifted from France a rifle, Minuteman rifle, before the Revolutionary War.
And you think that's it?
They say that this mechanism right here is definitely French.
Oh, how cool. Oh, that's a really cool thing.
And they said when they looked at it, he said, do not, under any circumstances, have it restored.
No, they say that's, yeah. It looks like it's missing a little piece of the fancy piece right here, right?
I think it just broke off and they glued it back on.
Oh, okay. I see. Well used. Look at the size of that. Can you imagine trying to carry that?
Can you
How
imagine?
long that is? I mean, I've never held a gun to begin with, but I mean, compared to these guys, it's really long.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, that's really cool.
Davis Gun Factory was right on Water Street, but it started, I guess, just making shotguns. So we've got a whole collection
selection of their shotguns.
Okay, which ones are the Davis guns?
This
We've
one
been
right here
trying to
obviously
get
is
the
not.
guys to reorganize this gun cabinet so
All of these are Davis guns except for this one right here. This one
I explained that.
That's one. Yeah, that's really cool.
and this one actually is a Springfield. So that was the Civil War era.
Oh wow.
These two and that one standing in the corner are rifles, the only model rifles that Davis made. So just a very
Oh,
short.
those are Davis too?
Yep.
The fancy little
Okay,
engravings.
could you
too.
please explain to me, and so when I give a tour, the gun that blocks the sears, what does
Yeah.
that mean?
The Sears is what actually fires the pin. If I get this right, and so it was the action. But he developed a system where you did not have to have that mechanical connection from the trigger to the pin. So there was apparently no Sears in it. So generally it would be when you pull the trigger, it hits the Sears drives the pin. It apparently didn't work very well. What's that? Yes, we do have some pictures of the Davis Gun Factory.
Misfired a few times, did it?
I think so. It was unique, but it didn't work all that well. I don't know. It's smaller than a .22 caliber. It's very small. And we got
Very cool.
drawers are full of Davis shotguns, and actually there's a Model 94 Winchester in here. So yeah, we got. But if we come back over here. There's a big building on Water Street. Yeah, we do. Here it is right here.
Oh, look at the size
This
of
is right
that.
across from the inn.
Oh, okay.
That is a big building, wow.
Wow.
So when you go down, you'll see there's a ranch where a house had burned, and then you got the Dawson house, which is a big yellow one. It was set. There it is right here. So
Oh,
it's
there, right
the Dawson
between.
house is right there.
Okay.
This is where that little ranch is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So
And they just knocked that one down at some point?
it had a fire apparently.
Oh, they had a
it did
fire?
not burn flat, so they did tear the rest of it down. But it had a fire, and neither of these other houses burned.
Oh my.
So
Look at the size of that.
But this is the inside of the gun
Oh, that's the
factory.
inside. Oh, neat. Wow.
Yeah, so
really
there
cool.
it is right there. There's the gun factory.
Oh, really cool.
So there was this cape burned eventually. It was later, but yeah. So that was the
very
gun
cool.
factory.
They must have employed a lot of people at one point.
Oh yeah, it was a big deal.
Big
He had a
one,
lot of government contracts.
Must have been a big deal when it burned down, too.
I think it was kind of run its course.
Oh, okay.
It had been purchased by not Springfield, another gun. So they were just doing some manufacturing. They just moved it all to Connecticut.
To the boss.
So that's the NR Davis. That was a big deal in Arizona. It was a big.
He's cute.
Yeah.
That's not a real horse, is it?
No.
Okay, cool. Would hate to think of a real horse being stuffed like that.
This might.
Oh, is that Sonnet Post Office and Reinhagen's Market? Look at
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
Ah, take a picture of that, sure. Ah,
Here, there it is again with the.
oh, with the older one, right? Before it became, so it was Boston store before the Reinhagens bought it back when, right?
Yeah.
Wow, very cool. Very neat. Now the Terrys,
Yep.
they live over across from Chuck and Rita. Well, is that the same family?
Yep. That's Bob Terry.
Okay, so
The
that.
Terry store, that was his grandfather owned it.
Okay.
And Bob said he was a little kid, he can remember going down there when the Monument manufacturer, which was, I think, a wool mill. He said whenever they would blow the whistle, he'd cut tobacco at the store for his grandfather. Because he said everyone would walk down at lunch and get some tobacco. And
Ah. Because my brother used to go out with Melissa Terry. And
Oh,
then
that's- yeah.
and my other brother was married to, I said her name a minute ago. Kim.
A long time ago, Kim, right?
Yeah, my brother was married to Kim. They divorced, but then my younger brother, went out with Melissa for many years. So, that hasn't changed much. The old-fashioned way of washing clothes.
Yeah. Wasn't a whirlpool.
Can you imagine? Yeah. I went to another museum recently, and they actually had a crank one.
Yeah.
The stages.
And the husband was standing there exactly. And the husband was standing there cranking. The wife had a big smile on her face, and he's like, I'm like, yeah, I guess compared to that, the husband's doing the cranking, so she's happy.
This
Oh,
progress.
that's a little bit more rustic than the one we saw. We went to the Historical Society in Marion.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of really cool stuff.
Really cool stuff.
Yeah, we've accumulated a lot of it, and it's
Jeez. Those are adorable.
all right. You hold it.
Another store.
What time
just
you
like-
heading down?
Another store just like your grandma.
10:30. That is a lot more like Nanny's store.
I love these old places.
Me too.
The old sink.
Oh, neat,
It's
huh?
a tin on that or something.
Look at that photo, that painting. It's really cool.
Is that a lead sink?
Zinc, maybe?
Zinc?
It might tap it. It might be lead. Lead or zinc. It's.
And what are these? Never seen one of
Soap.
these. But what do they do with it? Just swish it in there?
Swish around the water, I think.
Oh wow, just to make soap to wash your dishes with. I've never seen one of those before.
Yeah, no,
Oh, it's from the village school.
eh?
Look at that, it's actually a brass pump. I've never seen, can't see one like that, right? That's pretty cool, I've never seen one of those before.
Autobahn, we used to use that when I worked on the farm when I was a kid.
You worked on a farm?
I did.
Where?
I built cows, Wiles Farm in Little Compton. I got pissy tails in the face and kicked a couple times and
Oh, yeah.
yeah. We had one that was me, took 2 of us to milk it every day. It almost wasn't worth it. And it would kill you. If it ever hit you in the chest or the head. Yeah, you
Just me.
You wanted you in the worst way. Of course, the muscles are like this and knock you over. You have nothing to it, you know. I got hit like here once. Man, I was young too. It knocked me for a loop.
You know what? It's not actually here. It's down in the blacksmith shop.
The rat trap?
Yeah.
I thought this was the rat trap.
Oh, man. Okay. I guess that's what it is. We have one down in the blacksmith shop, too.
So what did it do? Squash
There and-
squash it with the wood?
Yeah. Crush it.
And this is pretty cool.
This hooked on here. So when they took the cheese, that tripped it.
And that's really cool. Is that like one of the first like gas stoves?
Yep. Kerosene.
Very
Is it
nice.
kerosene or
Kerosene? Doesn't say up there. It's talking about a pig.
These water bottles.
Right. Really cool though. I love how you do the stars for some of your first pieces that you acquired. Now, do you know what that is? I haven't seen that. I don't know what that is. Oh, is that just like a spice rack?
Spice rack.
Oh my.
So see, we have a computer program that tells us.
Oh, it's just a little spice rack. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, the stars are all the original, the first when they opened this.
Very neat.
First donations.
Very nice. It's a cool little farm picture talking about cows.
Well, there was a big dairy farm you would remember down Guimont Dairy on South Main.
Yeah.
An ice cream stand and
Yeah, see, like I said, I kind of was a young, dumb kid and just,
Just enjoying life. Not paying attention.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Worked in the store for a little while. I got to know, I remember Bugsy Stevens is someone I met. I don't know if you know Bugsy. And then we were into racing, so
yeah.
he was a big fan of Bugsy Stevens back when. By the time I started racing, he was around a little bit, but not a whole bunch. But he was like
When
a
I was
big,
kid, he was
yeah,
him and Lenny Bowler, forget it.
they were, he
pretty
was
much
big
ruled the
fans.
stock car world. It's crazy. And Lenny Bowler's cars, everybody would come with their cars all painted and pretty, beautiful and shiny. Lenny Bowler's cars would show up wired together, not painted, all rusty, looking, and run just
quarter miles?
faster.
or-
No, they ran
Seacon
the old-
Speedway.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Seacon, yeah.
Yeah,
Seacon Speedway.
Seacon, Thompson, all them places. It was just crazy, you
Still
know?
going, Seacon, still.
Yeah.
Still there.
Oh, yeah.
And it was funny because he wrote a column for many years about racing. And we went to one of our first banquets we got invited to for Seacon Speedway. We sat with Bugsy Stevens. He
I
was
couldn't
like-
even eat. I was so nervous.
We sat with Bugsy Stevens and who else was it?
George
Summers,
you know,
which was another one of his favorites.
Big names when I was a kid. You
Yeah,
know?
he was like, he was afraid to eat because he was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm sitting with my idols as a kid.
Yeah, when I was a kid, those race car drivers were like heroes to me. And they're just men like us. But when you were a kid, you didn't know any better.
You can see, man, there's the river.
Yeah, dude.
Well, actually, probably was a dock, so the stuff was shipped out. That's right, he was the first guy to fuck the hammerless shotgun. So it eventually wound up sold and
Times change
Did you see the bullets on it?
every second. Yeah, I saw him, huh?
Imagine that's what actually killed people in the day.
Yeah.
Are those made out of stone or is that metal?
Looks like that.
Are those stone or metal? The bullets.
lead.
It is lead.
Yeah.
'Cause it looks more like a stone color.
Yeah. No, they had a little thing to heat up the lead.
Made a big
Press
difference
it.
with all they just when they put a point on it. What a difference, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
And then, rifling and,
now it's going to really enter you.
Patriots handbook. That's really cool.
John Dean, he got the Medal of Honor at Fort Stedman.
Oh, how nice. Nice. Oh, the bayonet on that one. Jeez.
I know, huh?
God, you add the length of the gun and then you add the bayonet to it.
Wait.
It's just
Crazy.
Have a good trip, Paul.
All right, we will see you when I get back. So I think that's probably one thing we've got to do is segregate one place just for military.
Have like a section for it.
But again, we've added a bunch of buildings and we're gonna be able to take stuff out, like the basements, the cars are in the basement, they're up at the garage now. So we got more room.
So that fire station is not a fire station anymore?
No, that's the old East Freetown garage. So Lynn Chase, who owned it, he donated the money, we built it. But we can put our cars and all the fire station, the fire station, we have a lot of stuff in the fire station.
How many cars do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7.
Wow.
We got when I say 7, we got a fire truck. We don't actually, it's not ours, but
Oil glasses. Oh, look at that's really cool. I could use that. I'm terrible about directions. Don't ask me south. Oh my god, yeah. Like just trying to figure out which is the south. Well, I know the south side of our house, but yes, I am definitely geographically challenged for sure.
I can almost tell when I'm heading north. I can almost tell north-south no matter where I am.
there's a few optical illusions. There's one place on coming over here on this Bullock Road. You'd think you should be going west. In fact, you're going north. I'm going from East Freetown or kind of North Dartmouth to Sonoma, you know.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But you gotta look at the GPS on, look at your compass on the car, and it's like, no, it's
Yeah, right.
north.
My son used to take care of the map because I was so bad at it. He was like, what, 12? Yeah, exactly. It saved us a lot of arguments over the years, for sure. Yeah, he used to take care of the map because I just wasn't good at it.
All right, you wanna walk around the ground?
We'd love to.